Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So it's that time of week again. It's our usual Friday night live, but with a slight difference. We're not going to be on for the usual hour. I didn't want to miss tonight. I wanted to come on and say hello to everyone, make sure everyone's good, but I can't stay for the full hour, so it's going to be a little bit of a short one. But we'll make it. We'll make it count. So once again, I've managed to get onto a couple of markets this weekend. So we're doing Meanwood Farm Market this Saturday, and we're doing the market in Harrogate uh, at the Canal Gardens on Sunday. So that'll keep us going quite a bit. So we got Samuel. Wa alaikum assalam. Can you show me what you do with the wood that you cut? Not right now, I can't. Right now, I'm in the middle of a live. Get onto my YouTube channel, you'll see everything. Or just scroll through my videos, you'll see it all. Yeah, so like I was saying, we're in the middle of a live. This is a usual show that I come on, answer a few questions. That's the format of tonight's show, and give you an update on the things that are going on. So, like I was saying, we've got two markets. We've got Meanwood Farm Christmas Market. So the Meanwood Farm, for those of you that are in Leeds, that know Leeds, you'll see that it's a great place. It's a wonderful place to go and have a day out. But this time they're holding like a Christmas fair and a market, and we've got a stall there. So we're going to be inside in the main arena, and I'm looking forward to that because one thing is going to be in the warm rather than being outside in the cold. So that's going to be a bonus. So we've got Arshad and Hussein. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Michelle, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for coming in. Um, Adam, how are you doing, mate? Thank you very much for coming in. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. So yeah, and then on Sunday over at Harrogate, it's another market that we've never done. I mean, most of these things that we're very new to, we've never really done before, and we're getting a lot. Well, we're learning all about it while we're doing it. So we'll see what it's like. The one over in Harrogate, that should be a bit of fun, but it's just a bit of a trek going out there in the morning. So what we're doing tonight is we're making onion barges. So that's what I was right in the middle of cutting my onions at the moment. So just cutting my onions, getting them ready for making barges. We'll make them. We'll get up in the morning and we'll make them all and get them all out. So Dee's here. Good evening. I'm here early tonight. Everything in my garden is solid, just outside Bristol. It's absolutely freezing here as well. I mean, the garden's frozen solid. Everything. Those are thick, thick covering of frost on everything this morning, and then yeah, the pond is completely frozen over. I need to turn my pond pump off actually, just to keep the fish from. The thing is with ponds, if you've got pond pumps on over winter, if you keep them running over winter, what it does is it constantly circulates cold water back into the pond, and then that causes problems for the fish because it causes the temperature to drop too much. Um, so the onions from your garden to make the barges, Adam? No, they're not. They're not. We had a bad year with onions this year. We had a really bad year with onions this year. What I don't know if you saw some of my earlier videos of the year, but I had some really nice young onion seedlings that probably were about 6 inches tall, and they were looking really thick. They were really good specimens, and I had some baby chicks at the time. I let the baby chicks live in the greenhouse to protect them from the rest of the chickens, and they just completely ate everything. They completely destroyed everything. So all my onions that were growing, yeah, yeah, they completely finished them off. Graham, how are you doing, man? Thank you very much for coming in. So you come out and then did you? You come out then did you get my good evening? I didn't get that. I don't understand that. Graham, how are you doing? Teresa, thanks very much for coming in. I hope you're keeping well. So chickens eat onions. Chickens eat everything. Do you know they eat everything? Especially when it's green and tender. Do you know they were young plants, so they completely destroyed them. The onions are grown from seeds, so they weren't the bulbs, if you get what I mean. But that's one of the reasons that I had a really bad year with peas as well this year, because there was one, there was some gutters of peas that I put in there, really coming on nice, and the chicks got out and just completely finished everything off. Um, yeah, thought you would have been late. I was here on time, man. I was here on time. I hit the button right at 7:59. And it took a few seconds to do the whirly turly thing. Um, by the sounds of it, you'll have your own market garden next year. The thing is, land is the problem. I don't think um, for us it's going to be profitable enough to ever just produce um, plants for selling. It's going to be that stage in the middle of adding value and then selling on some final produce. Um, Moz, how are you doing, mate? Thank you very much for coming in. I forgot about the chat tonight. Thanks, notifications. I'm glad you got the notification. That's good. Um, Sangrita Iqbal, assalamu alaikum. Do I have to cover my mint in the garden from frost? Mint depends on the type of mint. To be honest with you, I've got some chocolate mint, some orange mint, and some English mint that I'm just going to leave. They're going to die back, and then in springtime they'll start sprouting again. But then I've got some Egyptian mint. Um, Again, that what I'll do with that one is I'll just move the pot into the greenhouse or just cover it up with a piece of plastic or just something to give it a little bit of insulation. But most varieties of mint will be absolutely fine if you just leave them outside. Toss Stones, how are you doing? Joining us all the way from the other side of the world. I hope you're keeping well. KO Family Live, I'm glad you made it in. Hope everything's good with you. Takes you ages to find the light. I don't know. That's one of the things that happens sometimes. Is a lot of people just keep telling me they just don't get notifications. So what I tell them to do is unsubscribe, ring the bell. Yeah, if it's already rung, unring it and ring it again. So I think that says Jat, but I'm not exactly sure. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thanks very much for coming in. Hope you're keeping well. So yeah, it's just absolutely mental downstairs at the minute. So we've got loads of. Uh, it's like a full-on restaurant kitchen downstairs because we've got a massive pot of naga cooking on the hot on the thing, and yeah, on the thing on the cooker, and I'm chopping onions, peeling onions. Yeah, at the same time, so it's going crazy, but I'm enjoying it. I really am. So what you're saying? Green Party will win next year, inshallah. Inshallah. Thing is, I'm standing again. I'm getting a new leaflet out in the next couple of weeks, so you'll see. I'm not resting. We're gonna do what we can and make a bit of a change for Hare Hills and Gipton. So my Indian mint has died a death big time for some reason. When did it die? Is it just died for winter? That's the thing that could have happened. You know, it could have just a lot of the time mint the top growth dies back and then the roots regrow again in spring. If it's just the top growth that's died back and it hasn't dried, it's just sort of withered away and died, then just wrap it up if you're worried about it and just give it a little bit of a protection. Can you move strawberries now that they've died back? Absolutely, you can. Strawberries are really hardy. What I'd do is I'd wait until the ground's soft again, because now with especially after today's frost, everything will completely frozen off. Yeah, everything will completely frozen, so it's going to be quite hard to get anything moved and get them planted. So just be careful of that. Once the grounds are malleable again and it's diggable again, then potentially, yeah. So I'd wait until early sort of spring now. So what's he saying? Yes, Harris. Oh, you're talking to Jat. Okay. Abdullah and Jat seem to know each other. Assalamu alaikum to you both. So my curry has just arrived. Can't beat a takeaway Friday. Adam, I hope you're enjoying that. What have you got? Icky, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. It is absolutely freezing today. We got in the car this morning. It was -3, so it's been a funny week, and it's been a strange week actually because the kids have been not well. Zaki was ill, and then Khadija, she was ill for a couple of days, but Tayyib's been off school all week, and we've had first of all, Zaki's teachers came out to check that we've not run away with him somewhere, even though my other daughter's in school. And then Tayyib's teachers came out today to make sure that, yeah, I don't know what they were making sure, but yeah, it's crazy. It's way, way, way over the top. So Visa from Gloucestershire, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Hope you keep well. Good luck this weekend. The allotment is frozen. Gonna have to spend a few hours tomorrow chopping logs for the allotment landowner. Everything seems frozen at the minute. It's been a really, really heavy frost. Yeah, really, really, really heavy frost. It was -3 this morning. You're gonna chop some. You're gonna chop some logs for yourself. A few months ago, didn't really pick up, to be honest, and I did smell amazing as well. Sorry, Graham, I missed your last comment. So dry my Komodo dragon chili to make a dry rub. Sounds nice. So allotment is super frozen here too. I'm gonna spend tomorrow making Christmas wreaths. I have some friends coming over to do it. We'll need to get the greenery for that. See, that'd be a good video. You know, making Christmas wreaths. That'd be a good video, especially turn it into a party. Chicken tikka. So your onions and garlic are sown. See, I sowed some of my onions. For the last couple of months, I've been on. I'm gonna sow my winter veg. I need to sow my winter veg. I need to sow my winter veg, and it's way too late now. And I'm into the middle of December, and yeah, I still haven't sown my winter veg yet. So it's gonna be a poor start to next year, I think, because I'm just wait. I mean, that's the thing with a lot of the time with gardening, life gets in the way, and it's adapting to that. And one of the things that I wanted to do this year was leave my greenhouses as barren as possible over winter. I didn't want to keep anything growing in there. The plan was to set the chickens into each greenhouse and just let them, pick out any bugs and pests and stuff. It's good to do that every few years, I think, because pests and soil pests can build up, especially in confined spaces. Outside, where it's open, you're getting more and more predators coming in. You're getting more and more rainfall, washing things out of the soil and taking things away. And in the greenhouse, I just don't think that same sort of level of natural pest control happens. So what I wanted to do this winter was just turn the chickens into the greenhouse and let them demolish whatever they can find. It's still not too late. I'm gonna pull out some of the. It won't be this weekend, and probably won't be next weekend. Yeah, maybe the weekend after. I'll be pulling out the plants that are left in the greenhouses and just setting the chickens in there. I might split them up. I've got 6. I might put 3 in one house and put 3 in the other, and just let them completely at it and completely, do all the work they can in those greenhouses. Scratch everything up, dig everything up, eat any bugs that they can find, and then after a couple of months, let them out, and let them back into their normal place again. So plenty of greenery in Meanwood for wreaths. uh, so no chopping logs for the guy who owns the land. But will that cover your rent, or is he going to pay you for it? Alicia, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I'm planting my ghost chilies next week. That's our plan. So our plan sometimes this week, we're starting to get out seeds and go through some of the stuff that we're thinking about planting. So we're gonna get our nagas and ghost chilies in the ground. So yeah. I've been collecting holly cuttings from the nursery I work for most of the week. They make over 2k wreaths each week. My hands are a right mess. Oh man. Do you have to make 2,000 each week? Do you have to make them by hand? Are you all doing that? How many people are doing that? Or have you got machines, or how are you doing it? So how much does that jar cost? They're £5 a jar. So that jar, we've got 3 flavors. We've got naga, chili, and garlic. So garlic's suitable for everyone. Even young kids are eating that straight out the jar. The garlic, that's the garlic. The chili is quite hot. It's not extremely hot, but it's quite hot, very tasty. And the naga is absolutely blow your head off, extreme kind of heat. But yeah, very good. So yeah, I'll be interested to know about you, how you're making them, because that's the dream one day. I mean, one day I want to get out of the city. I want to get into some country life and maybe get onto some land. But I'd love to be out. Yeah, I'd love to be out in the country somewhere. I know he's a friend, and he asked me if I can cut him some. Is a Yorkshire farm? Is a Yorkshire farm owner a bit tight? Sounds about right. Elias, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So moving to London, inshallah. Looking forward to see the weather and the start of the new garden. MashaAllah. Are you moving to London City? So big shout out from Walsall, someone called DSG Fart. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah, my kids are addicted to the garlic and chili ashars. Me too, to be honest. I eat it just on bread and butter. See, there's a guy on Twitter I follow. His name's Tufty McTavish on there, and he was going to eat his pickles with freshly baked bread. And I was thinking, freshly baked bread with a bit of butter and some of that garlic, that would be absolutely delicious. That would be absolutely mint. Andrea, how are you doing? Nearly missed you this evening. Been busy organising a kennel for my fed up allotment fox. It's cold. It's cold. I bet he'll enjoy that now. If he's got a kennel. Not each week. It's over a couple of weeks. Team of 4 making the wreaths. 3 of us out and about cutting 5-inch holly tips. Each day we get through 5-ton bags of holly cut. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. Whereabouts, Adam? Whereabouts are you? Moving to Slough. Okay. So you'll have a nice garden then. So are you Ashflog brothers? Look the same? No, I'm his uncle. No, we're not. We're not brothers. I'm his dad's brother. It's amazing. It really is. The pickles are awesome. I love the medium one with cheese spread on it. Cheese spread on bread. I've never had it with cheese spread. Laura, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Hope you're keeping well. Walaikum assalam. I don't know what, something production. Came across your channel. Keep up. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. What uncle he looks the same? He's actually older than me. Yeah, he's a couple of years older than me. But yeah, that's that's that is some serious holly. That is a lot of holly. So it's going to be a bit of a boring weekend since for most of us if we can't get out into the gardens. So what I was thinking was this weekend. I mean, we've got the markets to do, but if I get some time this weekend, I'm going to sow some seeds. I'm going to get the propagators out. I'm going to at least dust them off and get them out and make sure everything's in working order. Make sure everything's in good condition, and we'll start planting some stuff. Yeah, TikTok we never get a lot of people. He's a good kick, but yeah, he is. He's a good. He used to be a gymnast, and there was a time that they were training him for the Olympics. So Ash Vlogs. So he's got a lot of flexibility.
But he can't chop wood that well.
No, he can't chop wood that well. Sarfraz, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you keeping? Long time no speak. Hope everything's good with you.
Yeah, he made a
I still have a
video
load of
him
chilies I need to
off
pick, so we'll
lids
do
of
that on
bottles
Sunday.
with Alia and
Yeah, I remember that video. But
holding the bottles.
so I think my mum picked the last of our chilies a few weeks ago. No, not a few weeks ago, a few days ago. Because yeah, we got well, have we got anything left outside? I just wonder.
Oh, the pond's already frozen. We're playing in it in the morning.
If my van is out of the MOT work, then I'm coming to the market to meet you face to face and bring you oh, wicked. Well, the thing is, if you're coming to the market, or if you're coming this Saturday, then bring your family, because it's gonna it's like a family day at the farm anyway.
Wait, is there animals?
So yeah, your daughter might enjoy just seeing the animals and alpacas and whatnot.
What is the animals?
There is animals.
Then
It's Meanwood Farm.
Oh, then I'm going.
Meanwood Farm, where you always go.
I'm definitely going.
Graham, how are you doing, mate? Thanks very much for coming in. I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, this is the other Graham. Which farm place is that? Meanwood Farm is up in Leeds, so it's a long way away from Slough.
What's Slough?
Past London.
Oh.
Somewhere near London. Everything's south. Yeah, everything's London down there. What do I mean? I'm talking about my rubbish geography, that's all. Yeah.
I'm good at geography, but the computer isn't. It's saying there for 6 C's when it only showed 5.
Mrs. will be working on kids at dad's. It's a peaceful weekend. Okay. He made a video. His nephew is a MMA fighter.
He made a video. So his nephew is a MMA.
What's his nephew's name? My own fault for not reading the signs in Aldi's car park, but I ended up. Oh no, man. Oh, Moz, man, that. Oh, mate. Oh, mate.
Sometimes when you do that, some people have no idea what you're talking about.
From
Birmingham side.
Is there any way of appealing that?
No, I'm just gonna talk about fine, so I'm gonna get bored.
Because I know a lot of people, do you know, when it comes to fines and not, because not the council ones, the ones that that are issued by private companies. I know a lot of people just don't pay them. Oh, mate. So from Birmingham side, I like his vlogs. Ooh, Asher's or his nephews. Um, do I have a video on making leaf mold? Yes, I do. I do have a video on making leaf mold. I've got a few on making leaf mold actually. Um, um, let's see if I can find it. I do have a video making leaf mold. I make it in a quite simple way. There's one that I did at the end of last year. There's one there. I did also do a shop in Aldi too. Paid it, so no. Oh mate, I spoiled the mood. I feel gutted for you with that because you spent the whole day with me, and then you spent the whole day with me, and then that's gone and happened. That's no good. That's upsetting. That. Also, yeah, I know who you're on about. It was on a campaign blog Labour. Yeah, his his um his cousin's son, his wife became a Labour councillor. So Ibra Akram wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. What's the address for the market stall? So Meanwood Farm. So this Friday, sorry, not this Friday, tomorrow, we're at Meanwood Farm. I don't know what the address is, but if you Google Meanwood Valley Farm or Meanwood Valley Urban Farm, you'll get there. And we're at Meanwood Market next Saturday, and that's if you again Green Lane in Meanwood, and you'll find it. Zafran Razak wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, we're very good. Barakallah feek. Ameen. Yeah, we're very good. We're very good. Hope everything's good with you as well. So any ideas for my two girls aged 6 and 8 for next year at the allotment? We grew sunflowers last year. So first of all, what do they like to eat? Do they like eating any particular veg? The things that I always have fun growing with the whole family is potatoes. Everyone loves growing potatoes. Everyone loves growing peas as well. Peas, especially in the gutters, we've had loads of fun doing them. They're not so keen on lettuce and these kind of things, especially with the smaller seeds. They're not so keen on that. But sweet corn, yes, they like doing the sweet corn as well. Beans, they're good at, yeah, they're good at that. I remember Zaki was planting some lettuce once, and he was just like planting a handful of seeds in one hole. Never really did that well, but yeah, you want to be careful of that. But anything that they can normally handle and things that grow fast, peas is definitely a big winner for us. Sunflowers is good. Potatoes is good. But find out what they like eating as well, and if you can get some of that in the ground, they'll enjoy that. Carrots is another one that like. and that's because everyone likes eating carrots, but they're not so keen on planting it. They're more keen on harvesting carrots. They really enjoy that. So if you get some fast croppers, Nantes, the early Nantes varieties, they're quite good. 3-4 months, and you can get a harvest from them. Had a good day. Totally enjoyed meeting you. My achara life's I can't read anymore. My achara arrived. I'll try it with soft cheese on toast. Enjoy that. As soon as you taste it, let me know what you think about it. Ali Hussein, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Hope you're well too. It'll be next weekend for me, as I say. Vanning this weekend. Yeah, sweet corn's a good one. Your chili plants are still growing chilies in the greenhouse. We had 2 nights of thick frost. Everything in the black garden is gone, but the greenhouse with a couple of roof glass missing plants. See, I think a lot of my plants in the greenhouse will have been hit by this frost. Yeah, I went in the greenhouse this morning because I've been using the greenhouse, the white one, to store a load of wood in there. So I went in there this morning to get a load of wood out, and there was frost on the inside of the glass, not grass. Can anybody give me a proper name for chocolate cherry tomatoes, please? Chocolate cherry tomatoes. I like eating chicken nuggets. I hope you're not growing any chicken nuggets. It's your old friend, Kamran's friend from Sheffield. Oh, subhanallah, because of your start. Oh, that's wicked, mashallah. That's amazing. I'm glad you started growing something. What did you grow this year? If they can help grow it, I can get into but broad beans ready to sow next year. Potatoes are a winner. Potatoes are always good. Go for some early varieties as well. Do you know one of the things that we did in the early years was we used to give the kids a pot each. So give the kids Pleb's pot, Zaki's pot. Well, Zaki wasn't around as much, but well, he wasn't born. Khadijah's pot and Zane's pot, my nephew, and they used to have a pot each with the names on it, and then when it came to harvest time, we'd harvest them and see who would win, and turn it into a bit of a competition. So I planted garlic already in the ground and covered it with bark on top to keep the frost off. Garlic is absolutely bulletproof. It'll be fine. If it hasn't already started sprouting, as soon as after this cold it starts warming up again, you'll see sprouts coming. Garlic's don't worry about garlic. Don't even worry. I don't really worry about covering it, to be honest with you. The only reason that I do the cardboard method is because it stops birds from, well, there's a few reasons. It stops birds from picking at it as much. It stops, it protects the soil. It stops weeds from coming up. There's a few reasons for doing it. But if you've planted garlic without anything, you're going to be absolutely, it's a bulletproof plant. Don't worry about it. Funny, the front garden looks nice even with the frost. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, it'll be getting some of that radiant heat, especially if there's a road next to it as well. They'll be acting as thermal sinks. My wife's getting some seeds for Christmas, one of which is the rainbow type sweet corn. See, Is it a sweet corn? Is it, the rainbow type sweet corn? Is it going to be a sweet corn or is it going to just be corn? Because we grew loads of and glass sweet corn, purple stuff. Um, but they enjoyed growing it and they enjoyed looking at it. But when it came to eating it, because it was so starchy, it's not really made for eating like sweet corn. It's good for processing into flour. So find out what it's actually used for as well if you're thinking about eating it at the end and how you're going to go around eating it. So Ali Hussein is saying tomatoes and chilies and all. Oh, wicked! You went all out. That's pretty good. So working on getting a 10x4 cattle panel greenhouse sticks. Where are you getting cattle panels from? Because I'd like some cattle panels. That's one thing that I'd really like actually. Um, Chat is about to pick up, bro. Tony just finished a stick by my. I completely forgot about his live. See, that's the thing, because we're getting ready for tomorrow. I could have been listening to his live while I was cutting stuff up and things. Is it true that we can grow popping corn here? Yeah, absolutely you can. The only thing is it's going to take a bit of processing at the end where you're going to have to actually dry the seeds out. That drying the seeds is gonna and getting the moisture out. That's going to be the part that takes a bit of processing from you. But yeah, in order to grow it, not a problem. It's just like it growing any other sweet corn. Paul, the UK scrapper, and Bobby, how are you both doing? Hope you're both keeping well. Um, yeah, hope everything's good with you guys. So Jags J3GS Farm. How are you doing, mate? Long time no speak. Hope everything's good with you. I'm glad you came in to say hello. We've got a few people. So to be honest, Tony forgot about you and was good. It's all right. It's all good. Thing is, YouTube's a big world. The yeah. What are cattle panels? So cattle panels are like if you've ever seen concrete reinforcement panels, they're like the grid type of concrete reinforcement. But cattle panels are very similar, but they're not the just steel reinforcement. They're not as thick. They're a little bit. They don't rust as much as the concrete reinforcement panels that we get. But a lot of the Americans use them. They're normally made for fencing, but a lot of the Americans use them for archers in the garden. Now, if I got a load of them, I'd make a nice tunnel straight down the middle of my garden. All over my paths, all my paths would be made with them. But over here in the UK, it's a little bit harder to get hold of. So got the garlic in via the cardboard method. It's sprout. Oh, wicked, wicked. Mine's sort of a similar height, I think. I saw when I was collecting the wood, I had a quick look at some of the things, and yeah, they're looking all right. But how's the frost at the moment? I get mine from stores like Tractor Supply. See, Kato family, aren't you in the UK? Yeah, we'll look up panels. Yeah, it's been really frosty. So Khan Saab, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Can I buy your eggs? I saw your comment and then I went to answer it and I couldn't find it again. Um, the thing is with eggs, because we don't give our chickens artificial lighting, they don't lay. Yeah, they don't lay as many eggs. Um, so we're getting probably one every couple of days at the minute. So we're not getting a massive production of eggs. Um, the chickens tend to lay less eggs when the day length gets shorter, and what commercial egg producers do to get them to produce more eggs is they absolutely, from 6 till for sort of sunset till 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, they'll have artificial lighting on, and they'll do the same thing in the morning. We just can't do that. Um, so I'll look up cattle panels later on. Yeah, it's been a hard frost today, Bobby. It's been really cold, man. It's been really cold. Uh, that's my Foodie Brothers Christmas present. Ah, wicked. um, Hoping the frost will cause yeah, yeah, the frost will do the garlic some good. Zaki, do you want to come and say hello? Come on. You're tired. Okay, I've got you. I've got you. Okay, he's not in the mood to say hello today. Okay, he's all right. Leave him. So hoping the frost. I read that one. Okay, well, from you're in. See, for some reason I thought you were in the UK. Do you vaccinate your chickens? No, I don't. I don't. We do worm them, but in terms of vaccinating them, yeah, we don't vaccinate them, but we do worm them. We worm them every with sort of the proper wormer that we worm them with that once a year. But other than that, we make sure during the summer when we're getting loads of pumpkin seeds, giving them loads of pumpkin seeds. We're giving them loads of apple cider vinegar throughout the year. We're giving them loads of garlic to eat through the year. Like, do you know when we cut the garlic for the garlic pickles, all the end bits, they're eating all the end bits, and that's giving them garlic and pumpkin seeds. These are natural dewormers, and they're good for their health anyway. Um, no, he's not happy today. He's been quite grumpy today, but he's good. Yeah, you're good, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Does the frost kill garlic leaves? It shouldn't do. You might see them flop a bit sometimes. When it's been really, when it's been snowing a bit, and it's put a little bit of weight on top of them, but it shouldn't kill them. Everyone's saying hello to you. So, it's been a hard frost though when you had to dig out 50 mature. And the spade snaps, no way. Yeah, the garlic leaves will get limp, but they won't die. Who said that? Yeah, yeah. That's what I was, that's what I was doing. Um, but 50 holly bushes. That's going to be fun. How are your fingers still intact? That's the question. Right, I said this was going to be a quick chat. I was aiming to be on here for about half an hour because I've got to go and help. I've got to go and help with getting the stuff packed up. Um, so, uh, um, I sometimes give my chicken food grade dye to me. That's a good idea. I put DE in the bedding and in the dust bath. So the dust bath for me, I normally use sand, DE, and wood ash, and that's what they're bathing in. But we don't. I've never put DE in the food. I don't have I? Have we? No, I don't think we have. I'm gonna plant loads next year. Gonna plant reaper. Yeah. Um, see, reapers are good, but they're not a very tasty chili. You know, they're hot, but they're just heat. They're not very nice. Um, it's a good time to get your chilies planted now. Actually, in the next couple of weeks. I normally go for mid-December to plant my chilies. Um, my mum told me to get the soil in today. Hopefully, maybe this weekend I'll bring the soil into the house and we'll warm it up for a couple of days and then start planting. I had to go through the plot in the dark to move about 30 to 30 potato tubs into the polytunnel. um, so I put some garlic straight into. With garlic, I don't. The thing is, I see people plant garlic inside and then plant it outside. Garlic thrives from having that cold exposure. It does well. Um, I planted most of my garlic in end of October, early November, that sort of time, and I was still planting garlic until up until the end of November. But I plant them straight outside. Um, Tomatoes, I normally go for about February. Yeah, now's a good time for sowing chili seeds. So most, especially hot chilies, now's the time. Check out the videos that I've done on growing them this early and why I do it. But guys, it was supposed to be a very quick one tonight, and yeah, I've gone on a bit longer than I planned to. So apologies for cutting it short, but I am going to have to go and lend a hand, otherwise I'm going to get into some trouble. Um, and we'll be up all night working for tomorrow. So anyone who can pop down to Meanwood Farm tomorrow, or anyone who's close by Harrogate, can pop into the Canal Gardens there. Yeah, look forward to seeing you. But on that note, I'm going to call it a night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. There we go.